Hi everyone, I am MD SHAMRAT MIAH. Today I am going to show you how can we make ACL on our Cisco packet tracer. So ACL is a very important if we want to block any server or any host computer in a network. So at that time we have to use ACL. So ACL is a very important thing. So I'm going to divide this video in a two part. The first part, I will make you how can we make a design with all addresses. We will take some routers. We'll take some uh, computers with servers, and we will try to make in here a proper connection with proper IP addresses and explanation for all of things. So I think that I shouldn't be lengthy this video, so I will make part one, and after this video I will make second part, and from there I will show you to everyone that how can we create a list ACL on this network and how can we block our wanted computers. Okay, so at the first of this video, I am just taking a router. So from here, I am taking two routers. So first is this routers, and I'm taking another networks and another routers. Actually, I take these two routers because of this first router is will uh, this first router will be work with on a uh, specific network, and this another router will work with another network, and at the last of the moment I will make a connection uh, for these two networks. Okay, so in this time I'm going to make a connection. First of things I'm going to do, I have to take all of computers and servers. So it will be very good view to everyone for understanding this ACL. So from here, I'm just taking a server from here, and then I'm taking another two computer I will take. Okay. Okay, so basically this server will work with this router, and those two PCs will work with this router. It means that this section will be this section with this router to this server. This connection will work with a particular network address, and this router with these two computers will work with a another particular network, and at the last of the moment we can communication uh, from any of them to any of to the opposite side network. Okay, and we can send a message, we can make a communication with each another, there will be no problem. So from here I'm taking a connection, so from here to here, yeah, first router to my server, and this basically, those two computers will work with a particular network, and for this reason, I'm taking a switch for here in here. Okay, so here is our switch, and I'm taking a switch. So from here, I'm taking this switch, and I can make a connection. Why I am taking this switch in here now? Because you know that router has no more too much port for connection, for make a connection to its others computers, other machine. So switch can help in this case. So switch has a lots of ports. The switch has more ports than our router. So switch is very good for this ACL networks. Okay. So after take my switch, I'm taking my connection. So router to my switch, and then I'm taking switch to my computer. Okay. So okay. So switch to my computer, and again switch to another computer. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now, so I have to now make a connection this router to this router, and when I did that, after I done that, we can communication with each another. So both networks will be connected, both networks will be communicate with each another, because this router to this router is going to uh, their self a connection. Okay, so and this connection should be a serial port connection now. Okay, so I'm going to make this. Just a second, please. uh, I'm going to use this connection. uh, Before I make a connection, this connection will be serial port connection, and I have to do some physical configuration on my routers. So I have to do something on my physical options. So here is WIC2T. I have to do something in here. So at the first, after choose this, I have to be turn on to turn off, and once it turn off, then I have to be fix in here those serial ports. Physically, I have to be install serial ports as a hardware, and then I have to be uh, turn on this router again, and with the same way I have to do this the same things on my second router. Okay, because on this ACL networks we have to do use serial port connection with our both routers, so we have to do this by physically. So I'm taking this after when I select this WIC2T, I am taking this. Yeah, it's successfully installed, and after I put them by physically hardware, then I have to turn on this router again. Okay, so it's done now. So at this point I am going to use in here this serial port connection. From here to serial port 0 to 0 I have to make this connection. Okay, so my all connection is now okay. Yeah. Now I have to give my all network machines uh, network address, IP address. So for that, I'm just going to the address for my first router. It will 10.0.0.1, and for my second network, second router, it will 10.0.0.2. Okay. And for this my server, I'm going to write in here 192.168.0.100, and for my uh, this PC from my switch it should be 172 range. So 172.168.0. It should be in here 20, and another one it will 172.168.0.140. Okay, I told you that in this ACL connection, ACL networking, if we can easily block a server or block a computer. Okay, so that's why actually we are doing this access control list system in a network. Then we can after make this network, we can easily block our specific networking devices like a server or computer. So from this video we will make a block on our second computer from our second router. It should be blocked. So We can do it in a color picture, color something color area. So then it will be well kept mind in our memory that that specific computer will be blocked soon. So I'm going to select in here a red color, okay, and then I'm going to do select in here, just to make a specific area, okay. So at this point, just a second please. Okay, so before I start my video, I told you a few more times that this router will work with a particular area, network area. Network with a particular network area means network address, and my second router, which IP address is now 10.0.2, it will also work with a another networking area IP address. So both local area network IP will be different in here. We can also say it like as fast Ethernet. My first router has a different fast Ethernet IP address, and my second router has a different different fast Ethernet IP address. That's mean local area network IP address, and both local area network is now communicate with between our two routers, okay. So we can easily make a communication from one network area to another network area, like as we can easily communication from this PC to this server to my second PC. But we already declared in here with this red circle that the PC one will be blocked with by using our access control list process, okay. So we have to mention now our local area IP address. So in here it will be 192.168.0.100, sorry, 0.1. And for my second routers area, the first Ethernet IP or local area network IP here will be in range with 172 because I use in here 172 range, okay. So in here I'm going to use in here 172.168.0.1, okay. So that's all. So I am going to use in here now uh, okay, I'm doing just a second, please. Okay, that's good. So I'm just configuring here. I have to now configure my machine's IP address. For this server, I declared in here this one. Okay, so I have to go in here IP configuration. From here, I'm going to select in here 192.168.0.100, and then here is a subnet mask, and default gateway it will come over from our first Ethernet IP address or our local area network IP address, and that's mean 192.168.0.1, okay. So I have to write in here 192.168.0.1, okay. It's okay now. So I'm going to my second local area, so second local area networks first PC. So its IP address is 20, okay. So I'm going from desktop to my IP configuration 172.168.0.20 subnet mask, and our local area network IP address is 172.168.0.1. So that's all. And from our second computer, from our second router's local area network, So I'm going from here IP configuration like as before, 172.168.0.140. Okay, then I have to use the same local area network IP address in here, 172.168.0.1 default gateway. Okay, so you see here is a red icons in here. That means that our connection is not properly established now. So because uh, we didn't work anything on our router. So for these things, we have to go on configuration. There is a fast Ethernet port. Here should be we have to write in here our uh, local area network IP address 192.168.0.1, and then the router should be on from our fast Ethernet. And from our serial port, we have to select from here 64,000 clock rate, and then we have to write in here our router IP address. Okay, so router IP address should be 10.0.0.1, and its subnet mask, and it should be also turned on. And second, we have to select in here RIP. So RIP routing, we have to declare our network range for our fast routers local area networks 10.0.0.0. 0 means it's a network. Okay, we have to add in here. Then we have to select here our local area network 192.168.0.0. Okay, and that's all. So you see guys, here is our connection properly established right now. So this will be going to same from our second router. We have to go configuration, then fast Ethernet port, then it needs to be turned on, and its local area network is 172.168.0.1, 168.0.1, and subnet mask. Then we have to go on here serial port. We don't need to change clock rate from here because we have to already once in our whole network, so we don't need to do more than one. Okay, after one network. So in here we have to write in here our router IP address 10.0.0.2 because we already use one for our router one. Okay, so it should be turned on, and then we have to go to our RIP, and here is our network range for our second local area network. We have to be add in here, and need to be our local area network IP address. Okay, 172.168.0.0. Okay, and that's all. You see, friends, because our all red sign is now vanished, and it's uh, it's a surface thing that we are now understand that our connection is now properly well established. But I told you before when I make this video that we will block our PC1 from our second local area networks to our first local area networks, because this PC1 can't be communicated, it will be blocked. Okay, but at this moment everything is now okay, everyone can talk, can make communication with each another, there is no block till now. Okay, so I can text a mess, I can ping from PC1 to PC from sorry, from this PC to our this server. And once if we successfully do that, we successfully able to communicate one network area to another network area, then it means that we have a well established connection with our routers. Okay, so I'm going to here from my second local area networks, from second local area networks computer to our first local area networks server. Okay, so I'm going to in here my DOS mode, my command prompt. In here I'm writing in here ping, and I'm going to uh, pinging my server. So server IP address was 192.168.0. and 100. So enter, and we have to wait for reply successfully. So from here, what we can see, so reply from 192.168.0.100. It's well established communication, there is no problem. So our this ACL network design has now working very well, and there is no problem for make a for our with our connection. And we have to do our ACL access control list configuration now with our command mode. We have to write some command for uh, fully complete our ACL connection. So for do that, we have to wait for our part 2 on this video, and I hope that I will make that part 2 video for with a clear concept view with our ACL network communications. Thank you very much. I hope you will try it at your home, and I will make as soon as possible the second part for my ACL networking. Okay, thank you very much.